Hey, fifth grade. Got another video for you. We are going to talk about Module 1, Lesson 6 today for ELA. It is the mystery of the lost shipwreck. So I'm going to explain that assignment to you guys. Go ahead and share my screen. So up in my tabs here, I have the mystery of the lost shipwreck. I have the story right there because in the assignment, we're going to need the story to help us answer the questions and summarize our story. Module 1, Lesson 6 is all about summarizing. And so for the assignment, you will be writing a summary of the story. So I have my story right here. I also have my story right in here, right in my buzz, and I have those up in 2 tabs so that I can use them. And then I have my assignment. So in Lesson 6, there's the lesson to go through, which I have up right here. Lesson 6, summarize the mystery of the lost shipwreck. And then that Google document, which is the second part of it, which is the assignment that you'll be needing to turn in to complete Lesson 6. So it's Module 1, Lesson 6, summarize the mystery of the lost shipwreck. So you should have already gone through the lesson, read through all of the pages of the lesson, and you should have already read the mystery of the lost shipwreck. And after reading it, you can use that again. You can use the story again, and you can go ahead and answer these questions. So our first part says, in your own words, answer the following questions. Please use complete sentences. Let me tell you, you need to use complete sentences in order to get full credit on this. If you do not use complete sentences, I will turn it back to you and ask you to resubmit it with complete sentences. Okay, so you just have these 4 questions. Who was involved, where it happened, what happened, and what you learned. So in other words, the character, the setting, problem and solution, and the theme. So for this part, you do need to answer these questions, and you need to answer them in a complete sentence, telling me who the characters were, what the setting was, problem, solution, and the theme for the story, The Mystery of the Lost Shipwreck. Part 2 of the assignment. If we can see, there's 3 instructional parts, which means there is part 1, part 2, and part 3. Part 2 of the assignment. After answering the questions above, read through the questions below. You don't have to answer them. Just think about them and go back to reread the story if you don't know the answers to them. So these questions are here to help you with your summary. They do not need to be answered in this Google document. They are simply to help you outline your summary. So the questions are, who are the main characters? Are there other characters involved in the main events? Where does the story take place? In what other settings do the main events occur? What does Carolina want to do? What is the problem? How does Carolina propose to solve the problem? What is the resolution to the story? They're similar to these questions, but they're a little more detailed. The next part 3, because you do not have to answer these questions. Part 3, now write a summary of the mystery of the lost shipwreck. Remember that a summary is written completely in your own words. Your summary should answer most of the questions above. It should be at least 2 paragraphs, but can be longer if you would like it to. So a summary, what is a summary? A summary is simply retelling the story in your own words and pointing out the main events and the main characters of the story. So in your summary, you need to include who the characters are, what events, what happened in the story, and then what does Carolina want to do? What is the problem? How does Carolina solve the problem? What is the resolution to the story? Your summary should answer those questions. And when I read your summary, I should feel like I can tell what the story is all about just by reading your summary rather than reading the whole story. And so you can't really write your story unless you've read The Mystery of the Lost Shipwreck. And you can't write it either if you haven't finished these questions or read through these questions. They will help you a lot with your summary. So that's basically all for Lesson 6, it's pretty simple. Answering the questions, reading through these questions, and writing a summary that is at least 2 paragraphs. You are welcome to write more. Then this will be needed to be submitted in part 2 of lesson 6 of module 1. If you have any questions, let me know. That's all. Thank you.